Hey guys! In this video, we're helping you improve your paddling skills to enable you to catch unbroken waves. These game-changing tips are the key to catching your first green waves. Maybe you struggle to be in the right position, or you're missing waves as they pass underneath you. Don't worry, we see it all the time, but there are a few simple things you can do to ensure you're catching the maximum amount of waves. Wait for tip 5 at the end. It's a total game changer and will hugely improve your chances of success. First of all, it's super important to understand the stages of the waves formation. Let's break this down into 4 easy to understand steps. Stage A, a lump on the horizon. This is your signal to start getting into position. Spot it early and you are winning. Stage B, a larger lump. It is growing as it grips the contours of the ocean floor. This is the spot you want to be in. Stage C, a steep lump. Usually too late to take off here, and the wave tends to break on top of you. Stage D, the white water, a broken wave. Generally, you see a lump on the horizon, stage A, so it's important to ensure that you are moving into the right position, ready for stage B. This is when the wave has enough power for you to get into it, but also gives you enough time to pop up and glide into the wave without it being too steep, like at stage C. Catching a wave around this stage can often result in a nosedive. Tip number 1. One of the most important things to do before even getting in the surf is to figure out where in the lineup you need to be. And the best way to do this is to look at the ocean, ideally from a higher viewpoint, and watch the surf. Personally, I love to do this with a coffee in hand and enjoy the process of just watching the waves, looking at where they break and their shape of how they're forming. I'm normally deciding where I will get the longest rides or the places with the most consistent waves breaking. This will give me a good idea of what the waves are doing. Be patient and watch the waves before hitting the water. It's worth it. Tip number 2. Watch where other people are catching waves, or even better, watch why other people are not catching waves. Is it because of where they're sitting? Are they maybe too far out? Or is it because they're not paddling hard enough? Watch them and learn from their mistakes. Avoid being a sheep and following the flock. You don't always need to sit where everyone else is. It's easy to flock together with other surfers as you're on autopilot and choose the peak nearest to the car park or the cafe or the entrance to the beach. By being willing to walk a little bit further along the beach, you are greatly increasing the chances of scoring empty waves. If you're struggling to get out back beyond the breaking waves, we always recommend one of our progressor coaching programs, whether that's in the UK or in one of our sunny destination surf trips. We'll get you out back in no time. See the link in the description below. Tip number 3. Start paddling earlier than you might think. This doesn't mean paddling way before the wave is even close to you. This means you need to be ready. As soon as you see the wave at stage A, a lump on the horizon, show the lineup that the wave is yours and you're committed to catching it. Paddle into the takeoff position accordingly and get into that perfect spot. Remember to look behind you. You want to ensure that your paddling speed is matching the speed of the wave. Keep checking over your shoulder and working out which direction it's breaking in. This will give you the best chance of catching it. Keep your board pointed straight towards the shore. Don't angle across the wave until you have caught the wave. Tip number 4. Paddle hard. We often see ladies during our coaching sessions giving up paddling too soon or not paddling hard or efficiently enough. Get your weight forward with your head down and chest forward flat against the board. Your head is the heaviest part of your body, so it makes a huge difference getting your head down and your chin lower to the board. This might mean that you need to apply more pressure to your chest if you're a bigger, bustier lady, but it's all worth it. We call this 0 to 60 paddling. You're aiming to go from being still to the fastest that you can paddle in the shortest possible time. Also, chuck in 4 to 5 more paddles than you might think. This will ensure you're 100% on the wave. Tip number 5. Choose a board that is suitable for you. Generally, the more volume your board has and the bigger it is, the easier green waves are to catch. Your board will gain more speed more quickly through paddling due to the increased volume. So, if you're struggling to catch green waves, opt for a high volume foam board, a mid-length, a long board, or a mini-mal. The more waves that you catch, the more your technique will improve. Then, if you choose to ride a smaller board, you can. A really important part of this process is to surf when you have the best conditions to allow you to improve. Look for those small, clean days. This will allow you to try the techniques stacks of times. It doesn't need to be bigger than waist high. There is no penalty to pay for falling off. You'll make really fast improvements in a short time. So, the next time you go surfing, remember, watch the surf, watch the surfers, start paddling earlier than you might think, and remember, that wave is yours. Paddle hard, and a bigger board will mean it's easier to catch more waves. Try it on a small day to maximize your chances of success. Check out our website online for all our coaching weekends, retreats, and camps all over the world. Please like this video and let us know in the comments below if you have any further questions.